Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video we're going to be unboxing a copy of the ESV Heritage Bible from Crossway in Wellington leather. Okay, earlier this year, I think I broke the news on social media, on Bible review blogs, Instagram, and Facebook pages when I shared that Crossway was planning to release some new Bibles in something called Wellington leather. And these new premium Bibles were replacing last year's Horween Bibles. Now, if you haven't been paying attention to the world of premium Bibles, Horween was all the rage about a year ago. Crossway released several of their premium Bibles in this beautiful cowhide called Horween leather, and then a bunch of rebinders ordered up Horween and started making rebinds with Horween, and a lot of people have been talking about it. It's a very beautiful, smooth cowhide that kind of ages and patinas over time. Well, all of those Bibles were sold by Crossway, and this year when it was time to release some new Bibles, they kind of quietly made the announcement on their website that they were going to go with Wellington leather. It's no longer Horween from Chicago. Wellington leather is by a company called Cromwell in Spain. I actually got to see a sneak peek of one back in August when I was at the Museum of the Bible, and Crossway's CEO, Josh Dennis, was there, and he brought a copy of the Bible that's in here, the Horween Heritage, or the Wellington Heritage, with him, and I was very impressed with it. It's a very beautiful, very nice, high-quality Bible with a unique new leather. I can say from just the couple of moments that I spent with it at that conference, it's a lot like Horween, but there are a couple of differences. So I got one here. I'm going to unbox it and check it out for the first time. Are you ready? Let's do this. We're going to open this up. It's always fun to check out something new for the first time, so I'm excited about this. Opening it up. Okay. There's the box right there. Take this box, get it out of here. So this says ESV Heirloom Bible Heritage Edition in Horween leather. Can you see that on the spine? It tells you everything on there. It's a very big, sturdy box. I love the Heritage, and I have brought a couple of other Bibles that I'm going to compare it with, including the goatskin edition. So we'll open this up. Ooh, I love this, the little letterpressed pledge card from Crossway. It's always a nice touch. They've got this kind of velvety shroud in there. So if I take this off, you'll then see, ooh, oh, it's darker. Now, okay, this is definitely darker than the Horween. I wish that I had one of those Horween Bibles from last year. I reviewed a couple of them, and I'll put the links to those videos. I don't have any of those. I gave them away to other people, but this is darker. I noticed my friend Cam Hyde, he's another Bible reviewer out there, when he reviewed the Wellington recently, he did a side-by-side picture. I'll drop this in here for you, where he showed that the Horween was lighter than this Wellington. This is lovely. It's like a deep, I would have called the Horween chocolatey brown, and this is still very chocolatey brown on the Wellington, but it's even a deeper, darker shade of brown. You see how it's like got a smooth texture? It's reflecting off of my lights. It's very smooth. It's not like a pebbly, grainy goatskin. There you have the blind stamping in there with the raised spine hubs. It's got a perimeter stitch around the outside. This is very nice, and the idea behind this leather is it's very smooth and beautiful, but as you start to use it and the oils from your skin get in it, and you turn the pages and you open it and you drop it in the car and things like that, or set it gently in the car, it's going to patina and age and wear over time. It's a very durable leather, but I said this last year about the Horween, and I'll stop saying that now. This kind of leather is going to get little nicks and dings, and it's going to age over time, so you need to know that before you purchase one, but I really like this. It's got a thickness to it. It's got a smoothness to it. What I want to do is kind of like take this, let me know if you think I should do this. Like, what if I took this with me like every day for 6 months or a year and did like a crash test with it to show you what it looks like now out of the box. We have the video proof versus what it would look like after using it. I really love the ESV Heritage as far as a design and a Bible goes, so that could be a cool idea to do that because I do like this Bible a lot. This is a single column Bible. It doesn't have cross references. It just has textual footnotes. It's a beautiful, beautiful layout. I've done a couple reviews of this Bible as well, so I will drop that link in the description of the video if you want to see my full review of this Bible. But I could be wrong, and Josh, if you watch this, Josh Dennis from Crossway or somebody who was at the conference, I'm pretty sure that when he was speaking at the conference, which is a really cool session that he did, that he said that the heritage design from Crossway is kind of like the culmination of a lot of things that Crossway has been working on, and I love this Bible. The paper, the layout, the typesetting, it's just beautifully done. I like this Bible a lot. Okay, you want to see some comparisons? I mean, the first impression is that this is extremely high quality. it feels like next level cowhide, but I have some things that I want to compare it to. So let me set this over here. First of all, I'll bring in the goatskin edition, black goatskin of the exact same Bible. This is from last year, but there you see the difference between the two colors. So black on top, it has the gold stamping. The Wellington brown, deep brown on the bottom, has the blind stamping in it. Otherwise, these Bibles are laid out exactly the same, but watch this. Okay, so I'm going to set these side by side, get them back here so you can see it. The goatskin, very, see how it just kind of flops, whereas this guy is not going to flop as much. Goatskin, it'll kind of flop back. This one, it does the exact same thing, but there's a little bit more flop to it. Let's see how they lay wide open flat. Kind of in the middle of the Bible, that one lays pretty flat. Opening this up in the middle of the Bible, same thing. So they're very similar construction, but there's a thickness. When I'm holding this in my fingers like this, the goatskin is a thinner leather. The liner is a little bit, the liner probably, it looks like it's a slightly different liner. It's a little bit thinner of a piece of leather, so it's going to kind of flop a little bit more. It's going to like shake around a little bit, whereas the Horween is a sturdier, kind of thicker piece of leather. And that's just personal preference. I mean, they're both going to hold up well. They're both very high quality leathers. It's just, what is your preference? So let me know in the comments, based on what you see from these two. If you had to choose one of the ESV heirloom Bibles, would you go Wellington leather or goatskin? Okay, want to see more comparisons? So do I. By the way, this is currently available in the Heritage, the Omega, and the Alpha. I probably should have said the Alpha and the Omega and the Heritage. It's not available yet in the Legacy or the Thin line, so just those three designs. Now, I'm going to bring in one that a lot of people have been talking about. This is the Tuscany aniline cowhide from calfskin, aniline calfskin from Skylar. This is the CSB personal size quintel. There you see, it's got that same kind of smooth texture, but there's a little bit more grit, a little bit more texture to it. I don't know if you can see that in there. This is even smoother than that. This feels a little bit more rugged, and they're about the same thickness. I would say that the Tuscany is a little bit thicker with what Crossway is working on, but the liners seem fairly similar as well. So we've got Tuscany. Then I have, this is the Badalassi Carlo cowhide. It has even more texture in it. So these are other types of calfskin or cowhide. This Bible, by the way, is available currently as a giveaway on my channel. As I'm releasing this video, you can nominate your pastor because it's Pastor Appreciation Month. I'm giving this Bible away. So check out that video and nominate your favorite pastor to win this custom CSB rebind from SDG Rebind. So there's that. What else to, oh, I got to go off camera. Hold on a second. I've got to get this, which is Crossway's new desert camel calfskin. I believe that this is the German calfskin, a totally different type of leather. Look at that. I love this Bible. This leather is fantastic. It has a little bit more texture and kind of marbling in there. Again, you can see that versus how smooth and shiny the Wellington is. Just two different types of leather. This is really cool that Bible manufacturers Bible publishers are trying different things with leather. I like this a lot. So there's a few different options, a couple Skylars, a rebind, there's the goatskin edition of that, and then this, I haven't smelled it yet, but you can, the smell, the aroma of leather is wafting off of my table here. That is a lovely smelling Bible. I'd say that cowhide, that smells better than the goatskin. This goatskin's been sitting on my shelf for a while, so it's probably worn off. But man, this is lovely. The Heritage is a great Bible. I really like the Alpha and the Omega as well. So these are really cool Bibles. And again, a unique leather option that's different than the soft, floppy, pebbly goatskin that we always talk about. And if you're cool with this Bible wearing over time, I did one last year of the Horween edition of this Bible, and you could see like the little nicks in it where the person who had it before me had their like fingernails touched it and stuff like that. And it builds character, which is what the Bible is supposed to do. It builds character to you, and it builds character to the cover of the Bible. So that is really, really lovely. Man. Okay, so Wellington. My first impression is very similar to Horween as far as the overall texture, feel, everything like that, what it's going to do, but it looks to be a little bit darker than the Horween brown that they were using last year. So a lot of great options, but Crossway does an incredible job publishing the ESV, and I love what they're doing with the premiums. If you have questions about this, drop those in the comments. I will get back to you with a response. As always, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, so please come say hi on social media. And if you enjoyed this video and you like this kind of content, then hit that like button for me subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and definitely surf around my channel and find other great unboxing videos and reviews and fun Bible-related content right here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.